all over this island chain. You've got these pockets of really nice, quiet, peaceful, beautiful beaches. And here we are on this cruise island, thousands of people, and you have this to yourself. Where shall we go on this 44 and bound journey? Part of the Bimini chain in the western Bahamas, MSC Cruises' Ocean Cay Marine Reserve is more than a private island stop. It's a place built around clear water, wide beaches, and marine restoration. Visitors can slow down, explore, and see a different side of the Bahamas. Ocean Cay is exclusive to MSC Cruises and ships dock right alongside the island. That means you can go from your stateroom to the beach in about 10 minutes. Your visit begins with a short walk to the Welcome Pavilion, where you can board a shuttle to one of Ocean Cay's 8 beaches. Just the one ship here right now. Ocean Cay can only accommodate one ship at a time, which is actually pretty good. There's already enough people on the ship, so you don't want to be here with 12,000 people. This is the closest beach, the absolute closest beach to the ship. See the ship right there, actually. There was a long line for the tram too. A lot of people have chosen to go to the various parts of the island, kind of spread out. Looks like the tide is low here. I'm gonna try to do some snorkeling. I don't know. I'd like the water to be a bit deeper for snorkeling. We'll be here for a few hours, so maybe the tide will come in a bit. I want to go to the other side of this lighthouse. It's really nice. I've not been here for a while. It's been a couple years, but still you can tell there's a lot of development. I really kind of like what they're doing here. It's there's a lot of construction, but it seems a bit different. There's not a whole lot of slides and zip lines and that sort of thing. It's seemingly a bit more natural. Hopefully they keep it that way. Like you can kind of get too much of that sometimes, I believe. This probably be a great place to go snorkeling over here. So this morning they did an echo walk about the Marine Reserve, this island, about some of the efforts they're making to kind of preserve the corals and the natural beauty. Hopefully it's more than lip service, but MSC really made a point of explaining that that's what they were trying to do. You might be able to climb down, and you can always climb down and get into that turquoise water. Oh wow, what a nice blue color that is. Beautiful. I'm gonna take some pictures here, I think. Thought it was interesting at the show, at the entertainment, kind of last night on the ship. They actually took about almost 10 minutes to explain this Marine Reserve, this island, what they're doing, what they intend to do, what they have done. And they invited their passengers to come along on a walk with them all around so they can discuss the history and the direction of what they're trying to do on this island, the aspects they're trying to reserve and preserve and restore. And this is a small island, but just accommodating one cruise ship that's big enough for everybody. You see, not far, this is like the second closest beach in the distance of the ship, and that is almost empty. So there's a lot of room to move around, just kind of get some peace and solace on your own out here. Even amidst the thousands of people, you can find your own pocket of quiet. There are plenty of trams running around Ocean Cay's 95 acres, making it easy to ride between the beaches and the island's main stops. So what's going on with these villas? Y'all got you. What's going on with them? Over the stop.
Yes,
Okay.
they're gonna hire 300 more workers.
Okay. So when there's not a ship, what y'all have to do?
We work half a day,
Okay.
maintaining the island, cleaning up, making sure everything in order, and then we get the other half off.
All right, thank you so much. All right. Ocean Cay usually offers plenty of places to snorkel, especially around the rocky edges of the island. This fish is what we called a shad growing up in the Bahamas. Depending on where you are, people may identify it as a type of sand perch or morjara, but to us, it was simply shad. They're common in Bahamian waters, and yes, they're also very good eating. A small barracuda soon appeared nearby, keeping just enough distance while still watching what was happening. The barracuda probably knew exactly what we knew growing up. Shad are delicious. Even with the limited depth, it was peaceful being in the water. I could slow down, watch a smaller fish move across the sand, and see what might show up next. Snorkeling at Ocean Cay can change quite a bit depending on the tide, so every visit may feel a little different. This time the water was shallow, but there was still plenty to notice beneath the surface. This buoy gives you a pretty good idea of just how shallow it was. It was marked for deep water, but it was floating in less than 4 feet. That doesn't mean there was nothing to see, but it did mean adjusting expectations and making the most out of the areas that were still accessible. Hey, so boss, I could go past these red and white. So what the yellow for? What's that? The water was clear, but low tide left fewer snorkeling areas open and less room to explore around the rocks. As our time at Ocean Cay was coming to an end, we left Family Lagoon Beach and followed the path towards Seakers Food Court, the island's complimentary buffet. Along the way, we got one last quiet look at the island before stopping for lunch and preparing to head back on board. The walk was short and lunch was familiar cruise fare, barbecue favorites, burgers, salads, and other simple options, all prepared in the full kitchen right here on the island. From our table, we had a clear view back toward the serving area. It was a casual open-air stop, a convenient way to grab lunch before heading back on board. Not long after lunch, we were back on board, watching Ocean Cay slowly fade into the distance. It was a peaceful ending to a full day on the island. That's it. We've left Ocean Cay in the Bahamas. We're back on the ship now. Thank you so much for coming along. Until next time, stay grounded, stay grateful, and go everywhere.